Hi, my name is Henry, and today I'm gonna do my presentation on my physics career exploration. And here's the table of content, including aerosystem engineer and medical physicist, computational physicist, nuclear physicist, and then seismologist, and that will be my personal preference for which job I like the most. So first will be the aerospace systems engineer. So what is this job is basically managing aerospace projects such as spacecraft, aircraft, and satellites. And they have to ensure successful development, including testing and launching. And the basic education requirements are bachelor's in physics, aerospace engineering, or management. And they also need MBA, which is Master of Business Administration, for leadership roles. And the salary range is pretty high, is 100,000 to 160,000 per year. And there are some skills needed, which is kind of related to the educational backgrounds. So the first will be leadership and team management, and then aerospace engineering knowledge, of course, because the name of the job is aerosystem engineer. And then the next will be budgeting and project planning, and that will be problem solving and decision making. And here are the four related physics trends. First will be the forces and kinematics, energy, and momentum. And here's a salary comparison on the left, which is 100K compared to 160K for the maximum salary. And on the right is the job growth, which represents that how this field, this this kind of job will the number of job will increase. So it's basically like job related to aerospace aerospace system engineer, and they might grow wider. The field may grow wider. Yep. And the second one is medical physicist. So the job description, so they basically works in hospitals, and they do researches, and also they're in cancer treatment centers, and they ensure safe and effective radiation treatments and also medical imaging. So here are some educational backgrounds that are required, including bachelor's in physics, a master's or a PhD in medical physics. And the salary range will be 80,000 to 180,000 per year. And there are some basic skills needed. It's radiation and imaging expertise. Is basically because they do medical imaging and also radiation treatments, and problem solving and critical thinking, and technical precision, and at last will be communication and teamwork, because they might have to work with doctors or other on the medical side of the work. And there are some related physics trends, including waves and sound, electricity, and also magnetism. And here's the salary range. It is about 75K to 175K. And the number of growth rate. So yeah, it's about 9% to 10%, and it's kind of a prediction, so we don't really know. And the next will be computational physicist. So it's basically using computer models and simulations to analyze physics problems. And they work in research, finance, and technology, and also energy industries. So the educational requirements are bachelor's in physics, computer science, or applied mathematics. And because this required a high level of knowledge for the for physics, so master's or PhD is recommended. And the salary range is 90,000 to 150,000 per year. And here are the skills needed. They're programming and coding, and also mathematical modeling. So they're basically using computer models to solve problems. And also data analysis, and that will be the research and development. And the related physics trends are quantum mechanics and also special relativity. And here's the salary range is about 90K to 150K. And the job growth is about 12% to 14%. And the next will be nuclear physicists. So what they're doing is they basically study atomic nuclei and nuclear reactions, and they work in energy production, medical imaging, and safety. And I think this job is not more difficult. It's more dangerous than others because they have to work with some nuclear stuff, so that it's really harmful for human bodies, even with protection on. So the education requirements are bachelor in physics and also master's or PhD in nuclear physics. And the salary range is about 80,000 to 150,000 per year. And the skill needed is analytical thinking and nuclear radiation knowledge, also research skills, and last is safety awareness, because as I said, this is kind of a more dangerous field for physics. And the related physics trends are energy and momentum, and also electricity and magnetism. And here's the salary range, which is 80K to about 150K. And the growth rate will be 5% to up to about 6%. So the growth of this job is pretty low compared to others. And here's seismologist. So they basically study earthquake and seismic activity. And they work in research, government, and oil industries. So what is required is bachelor in physics or geophysics, and master's or PhD for advanced rules. And the salary range is 60K to about 120K per year. And the skills needed are wave behavior knowledge, and then data analysis, because what they do is they basically is on the picture on the right. So they basically use the detectors to receive some wave behavior. So they have to have the ability to analyze them for them to have some new knowledge for the earth. And also field research, so it's basically the same. and then risk assessment, because sometimes you have to go to like very extreme parts of the land. And last, the related physics trends are wave and sound, and also energy and society. And here's the salary range. So it's about 60K to 120K. And the job growth is 8% to about 9.6. And at last will be my personal preference for all of these career job exploration. So it will be aerospace engineering, because I have a passion for aircraft, space exploration, and cutting edge technology. And here's my personal trait. So it's basically I enjoy problem solving and designing advanced aerospace systems. So I'll do some coding, and I like to do some coding, and sometimes I really enjoy the problem solving parts, like in physics. So yeah, and I have strong interests in physics and engineering, and also I'm kind of a innovative person. So I might be able to out of think of some breakthrough ideas, but that's a high expectation. And my future goals in aerospace engineering is work at a leading company like NASA, SpaceX, or Boeing. So that's my ultimate goal, and also contribute to next gen spacecraft or sustainable aviation. So it's basically developing new spacecraft and also other like planes, and specializing in propulsion systems, flight mechanics, or um, basically autopilot. And here are the 3 points that excited me the most about this career is opportunity to work on real world engineering challenges, and also it's an impact role in advancing space travel and aviation, because NASA is as everybody knows is the biggest um, kind of a aerospace engineering developing thing, and the continuous evolution of aerospace technology. So as I said, it's very a innovative field of physics. So I'm really interested in this, because I like to think of things that I don't even think about like before. So yeah, and that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.